It is 6 o'clock. It is Friday night, and that means it is time for Dragons and Stuff, where we are going to be playing Pathfinder for the next couple of hours. Me, James Rodehaver, I'm the Dungeon Master.
Who are you?
I'm James. I'm going to be running the show. Apparently, I'm in charge of all of this. Welcome to my hell. Here we go. But the most exciting part about tonight is that not only are we here together, but there's prizes. There's going to be prizes tonight, guys, and you can win them. In order to win them, though, there's something that I desperately need you to do, and that is to share this show. You have to share it, and you have to use the hashtag Dragons and Stuff. And when you do that, you will automatically be entered into a drawing that will happen at the late part of the first half of our episode, where we will count. We have experts, crack team of winner chooseners, and they will go through and we will roll a die to determine which of you people who has shared this show is going to win some prizes. Let's actually take a look at some of these things because they're pretty freaking awesome. If you are wondering, do I want to win the prizes? The answer is yes, because first of all, Pathfinder Shattered Star pre-painted plastic minifigs. There is guaranteed to be a large figure in every single box, as well as some other stuff. Thanks to Paizo, who was helping us out here by providing these prizes for us to give to you. But don't worry, because it's a whole bundle of prizes. We have this fantastical Pathfinder purple Paizo official D20. We've got... what do we have here? Pathfinder Society Pawn Collection.
Nice.
Ooh, if you are looking for pawns for your monsters, if you use minis at your games, these are invaluable to have because there's so many monsters in here. Then, of course, for the aspiring GM, there's the official Pathfinder GM screen, which I'm actually using. I use it myself. It's awesome because on the back of it has a whole bunch of reference material, so I can just look at stuff and be like, boom, boom, and I don't have to look in a big book. GM screen. And you can hide your notes from your players because they're dirty cheaters. So try to look and see what's happening.
Cheaters.
What else is in this bundle? Oh my gosh, more stuff. The basic terrain multi-pack, Pathfinder flip mat. I mean, you've got all your pawns. You've got a flip mat now. Wow. You can have epic, huge action-packed battles on your multi-terrain. So you've got grass, stone, water, more stone. Awesome. These are great.
It's the more stone that's the selling
It's the more
point.
stone. It's the second stone. That's the one that you really want to win that one. Oh, and of course, because you've got all this stuff to run a game, why not have an adventure to run with it? We've got the Pathfinder Adventure Path in the Strange Aeons, which is a really awesome path. It is actually, if you are a big fan of horror and H.P. Lovecraft and Cthulhu, this Strange Aeon stuff is really good. There's 6 parts of it. We're giving away part 4 tonight. It's a mid-level adventure. It's pretty awesome. I mean, this stuff is really great. Great atmospheric game. So just stick around. Again, all you have to do to win that gigantic, huge bundle of stuff is share this episode with the hashtag Dragons and Stuff. And later on, I will roll a die to determine which of you lucky sharers has won. While you're at it, you might as well like this episode because that helps us out. And then if you follow this page on Facebook so that next time we go live, you're going to get a little notification that says, boom, now I know it's time to go watch Dragons and Stuff. Yay. Hooray.
Yay!
We also post a whole bunch of fan art and images and
Goofy
source
videos.
material all throughout the week too, so follow the page because you're definitely going to want that stuff come into your feed. What else are we doing tonight? Follow Paizo because they're the ones giving you all this stuff. I'm just the vessel. I'm just going to roll the die and one of you is going to win. But the true givers today is Paizo, so follow them on Twitter @Paizo. We've got a whole bunch of, you'll notice as the adventure goes on that there's a lot of ambiance and music and monstrous sounds and the sounds of battle. That's all provided by Sirenscape. Those guys are awesome. If you want to know how you can get access to some of that awesome stuff for your own games that you're running with our prize pack, then you should follow them @Sirenscape on Twitter. What else are we doing? I think now we're
Live.
introducing the players. Enough looking at me. Let's look at the party, okay? First up, we've got Markus. Markus the Magnificent.
Yes,
And I'll let him explain his nonsense to you.
I am totally magnificent, and I believe currently we have about 35 people watching us live.
Nice. Nice.
So we want to say hi to all those people we saw. Hannah is joining us from Reddit. Maya, I believe, is a new viewer as well who says this is real cool, which it is real cool. And notably, I am the coolest, but these other people, they're okay too. I play Markus the Magnificent. My name is Adam Rady, and I am the wizard and the only intelligent member of this group.
Wow.
Keep in mind, some of us like each other outside of this game, but within the game, who knows?
I'm Lyra, and I'm Ashley Seal. I play Lyra, and I'm a cleric and a monk, and I make sure that everyone stays healed, alive.
And she does a really good,
I do.
adequate, okay job at
I
that.
do. I love
Except
them,
when you
for this
drink
one.
her potions. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm working on it.
No, when he drinks your potions.
Oh, you. That's all you.
No, I didn't. I had no idea. So go on.
I just apologize.
And I'm Crag. Eric Raddick is Crag, as always, since the beginning.
We call him
I'm the leader. I'm barbarian, and I like smashing things.
He's the leader.
He's a Pisces, Capricorn.
He's the
Yeah.
leader?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, de facto.
I'm Ben Birch, and I play Squire Quigley, the lovable yet very naive fighter of the group.
Annoying.
No.
That was actually
No.
really adequate. Like you adequately summed up everything.
Well, you asked me to, so I did.
That's good. That's good. Diana?
And I'm Diana Restrepo. I play Alex, the assassin rogue, and I love to kill things even when they're sleeping.
Completely
It's true.
accurate.
If you saw last couple episodes, you would see why.
Almost every episode.
Stab, stab.
Every episode.
And
it
I believe we
works.
have more new viewers. Michael and Gregory are also newbies. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Dragons and Stuff. We're going to go back to Jim. He is going to introduce this crazy story that we have been playing now for 6 episodes. This is the 7th one. We're excited, and hopefully Quigley's dead. I mean,
No.
maybe Quigley's not.
I really
We'll find
hope
out.
I'm not dead.
So Jim,
I
tell
really
us
do not.
tell us what happened last episode. Let's do this thing.
All right, yeah. As Adam mentioned, this is the 7th episode, so I'm going to recap a little bit of 6, set the scene for the beginning of 7, and we'll get into it, okay, guys? When last we met, the party was investigating Father Langdon's revelation that their actions may have been driven by some mysterious and ancient prophecy. The party met with Penelope Green at the archives for more information, only to find that the research notes pertaining to this prophecy were all missing. She was able to inform the group that there was a wizard and scholar who had been studying that particular prophecy in great detail and depth several years past, but had left town suddenly, never to return. Later that same day, you were approached by a representative of the Red Masked Mercenaries, which is a group that you have had run-ins with in the past. But they came bearing a message of peace, surprisingly this time.
And
The
we
mer-
like peace.
Love peace. The mercenaries were actually proposing a truce, but they had some conditions. You had to return the bodies of several of their members who had met unfortunate ends thanks to Craig's brilliant plan in the sawmill.
Perfectly reasonable.
There was a missing shipment of alchemist fire to contend with that they had paid for and felt was rightfully theirs.
Also perfectly reasonable.
And a member of their group was currently being held in the Trapsboro town jail thanks to Markus's magic in causing him to sleep and your guys'
I see how you twisted that on to be my fault.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Everything is. So, that was the terms of their truce. You would have no further run-ins with them, provided those things were met. Failure to comply, however, would lead to an all-out war, where they promised to bend all of their resources towards your destruction. You guys, however, decided that learning more about the prophecy was more pressing at the time, so you decided to investigate the missing wizard. His name was Mortifor, and you managed to find where he had been previously living when he was still in town. Using dubious methods of a possibly less than legal nature, you managed to gain access to his abandoned home. Inside, you discovered some documents left behind by Mortifor and a chest locked by a password. Using clues amongst the documents, the party unlocked the chest to reveal an empty black hole, with a ladder leading down into unknown depths. Markus identified this as a definitely magical occurrence, and for the 20th or so time that day suggested everybody leave town, drop what they were doing, and never look back.
Still a very reasonable plan.
Determined to discover more, however, Squire Quigley volunteered to descend that ladder, unmoved by Markus's warnings. He tied a rope around his middle for safety, and steeled himself for the challenge ahead. He climbed down into the darkness, disappearing into the shadows, his fate currently unknown. And that is where we begin now with all of you standing around this box, looking down into its bottomless depths, anxiously awaiting for some signal from your brave companion.
A tug.
What do you do?
Oh yeah,
I'm
why
waiting
don't-
for
Wait, no,
tugs.
we don't start with me.
I've
been waiting patiently
Why don't you-
to
who-
know what has happened to
I'm
me.
holding the rope.
So tug it.
I look
No, I'm not.
look at them, and I reach over to Craig and I go, and I try to take the rope from him as I
don't
close
hit
the
him.
close the chest stop.
What are you doing?
Oh.
And I just say,
No.
it was easier than I thought. Let's just
No,
let it
don't
go.
give it.
No.
just let it go, Elsa.
Is there still?
Let it
Is it still taut? Is the rope still taut, or did
it's
it go
in the
limp?
door.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still taut.
No,
Okay.
it's still taut, yeah.
Well, what about now that I've closed
Open
the
the
chest?
door.
Well, now there's,
It's
I
not
mean,
closed.
actually, the rope is preventing you from closing
you
it
can't
fully.
close
So
it.
I'm just still have my hand on
No,
the rope.
get up.
I'm trying
Stop.
to tug it from Craig's hands. What?
Okay,
No.
we're
Why?
waiting to see what happened. He's just down there.
I'm waiting for a tug.
Dave,
Or
if
two.
we have it open, can we hear him? Can we hear him?
You hear
He's
nothing
gone.
except your own voices.
Oh, this is a problem.
Guys, this is not a problem at all. Look at the blessing in front of you. It's in a chest. This is all wrapped up. It's
I
great.
think we need to
Craig,
Craig,
down.
crap.
We could make
Craig,
a bow.
no.
We could make a bow. We could
No.
put it on
Wait,
there.
What if I
Can't you-
send?
Quigley. You climb down what seems an almost impossible length, and everything is total darkness. Then suddenly you can see again, and you find yourself in a wide stone chamber. There are tables and shelves, all empty except for one. A table near one of the walls is covered in a velvet covering, and on a small stand rests an orb of milky crystal. There appear to be no other exits from this room beside the ladder leading up into the black hole, because you are now coming down
Yes.
from the ceiling. So there's
Yes,
a hole in
of
the ceiling
course.
from whence you had just come. So you're still on the ladder, but below you can see floor.
I keep going down.
All right, you keep going down, and you are now standing in the center of this stone chamber.
So there's nobody, there's no entrances or exits.
The only
or,
way in or out that you can determine is directly above your head.
And there's a glowing orb, huh?
It is not glowing, no. It's just it's a crystal orb. Yeah.
Okay.
Dungeoneering.
So, yes, knowledge dungeoneering.
Sure. Make your check.
He's in a
I'm
box.
still trying to tug the rope away from
I
Craig.
rolled a 16 plus my knowledge dungeoneering is 6, so I get a 22.
Okay. You would guess that the room that you're in is definitely like cut stone. You're not in like a cave or natural habitat or anything. The dimensions of the room don't at all. I mean, first of all, nothing matches up physically to where you think it should be. Because you just climbed down into a chest like maybe 30 yards,
Oh.
and you like it's insane to you that this exists at all. But there doesn't appear like there's really nothing else that is striking you as odd, other than the room's very existence is its own oddity. When you remember that Markus was telling you this is definitely magical, and you're thinking, probably magical.
I say, hello?
Okay,
Hello?
your voice echoes around the stone room, but you don't hear anything.
I sneak, I just walk forward a tiny bit, very
Okay.
cautiously.
Okay, roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier to it.
10 plus 1 gives me an 11.
Okay, fine. You walk forward. Are you walking towards anything specific?
I'm walking towards the orb.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
you are approaching it. Nothing appears to be happening. You get right up to the table, and there it's just sitting in front of you.
This feels right.
I
Yeah.
I feel like there should be music.
touch it!
Of course you
with
do.
both hands!
You grab it with both hands, because why just one?
Why just
Why
one?
just one?
Why do
There
you
is a
have to?
flash of light
Oh my
and a
god.
pulsing
ow.
sound that lasts for several seconds, and then a voice calls out. Well. You just happening at last then, hmm? The disciples have found this place, I see. Who are you? Tell me your name.
Well, I am Squire Quigley, voice from nowhere.
Where are the other three?
Well, we are a little bit worried about what this place is. So, who are you?
My name is Mortifor.
Mortifor! Oh, we've been looking for you. Quick question. Are you good or evil?
Sounds like a very ridiculous question. Why would I tell you if I was evil?
Well, it's just...
Why would I tell you if I was good? What if you're evil?
Well, to be fair, you did say who I was already. You already knew.
Yes, I imagine you're one of the disciples. It's the only reason you would have come to find this place.
So, but I need to know if you're good or evil.
I need to know whether you're good or evil.
Shall we say it on 3?
I have no incentive to bargain with you.
Ready? 1,
Oh my goodness.
2,
Oh my God.
3.
Good.
Good. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Should I bring in everyone else, or should I?
Was that really it? You believe me, you think, and I'm supposed to believe you?
Well, you know, I'm just a very trusting person.
I'm wondering then. Foolishness, yes, okay. Well, that makes sense. You must be, oh yes, I know which one you are.
I'm Squire Quigley.
Yes, yes, of course.
Yes, but quick question: do I see you, or do I just keep hearing
No,
this?
I'm not going to reveal myself to you just yet.
All right. So you want all of us down here?
It would save me explaining things a second time, or third, or fourth.
Oh, all right. So I give 2 pulls on the rope.
Okay.
2.
Craig.
Did you feel anything?
2 pulls.
Back in the...
I slammed it
No,
shut.
wait,
I'm holding it down.
What does that mean? I forget.
I do too.
2 pulls.
Maybe we should just
Maybe
walk
he's
Is
in
that
trouble.
okay? I think it's okay.
No, he's dead.
He
That
might
was
be in
that was
trouble.
dead. He was
No,
yanking it
2
if
is
he was dead.
okay.
Yank.
No, he wanted to yank it if he was dead. He was definitely dead, I think. That
How
was
about
the
let's
sign
do
for
this?
death.
No.
I pull 2 more times.
He's not
Okay.
dead.
I tug back twice.
Okay, you
I
feel too...
tug twice again.
There's a lot of... You guys are both tugging back and forth.
Jeez.
Lot
I
of
think we should go
tugging.
down there.
All right, nose goes. Who goes first?
I say the Disney prince goes.
Oh yeah, Disney
Yeah,
Prince.
Gregory has pointed out in chat that you're a Disney prince.
Oh yeah, Ashley.
Sure.
Love is an open
Love is an
door.
open door.
So go for it, Elsa.
See,
on you go.
I'm gonna go first.
wait.
I don't trust him being up here, because he will close us all in the box.
I'll be in the back.
Really?
I'll go last.
She'll go last. I'll go after you.
I
Let's go,
tug
Craig.
it 2 more times.
Go,
Okay.
Craig.
Yeah, Craig, just go.
Plus, Quigley would love to see your face first before any of us.
Yeah, and I don't have a sleep spell that would put these 2 under to close the chest
Excuse
behind
me?
you.
If you're not going to go, then I'm going to.
I'm going.
Good, go.
Fine.
Yeah,
Then
just
go.
go. Forever
Reluctantly
into the
go
darkness.
into the
Okay,
darkness.
You begin climbing down into the darkness. You
Remember-
guys all
And
see...
I go after him.
I say,
Okay.
remember, if it does close on you, you'll never get out.
Each of you who climbs down, those of you standing around the chest, you see that your companions disappear bit by bit into the darkness, almost as if they're sinking into like a pool of ink. They just like pure shadow. They just sink down out of sight, out of view. You guys climb down and down and down and down. You can't even see. It's actually really slow going because you can't see anything. So you're just kind of feeling it rung by rung on the ladder. But eventually, your vision clears very suddenly, and you are looking down into a stone room. You see Quigley is standing in front of a table where he is holding on to a crystal orb, and he seems to be talking to it.
He's not okay.
And you guys get down to the stone floor, and there he is. He seems very excited to see you.
You picked that up.
Oh yes, Mortifor.
Are we down there yet or
Here
no?
are 2 of my companions now. Now, do they need to touch the orb too in order to hear from you? Or...
No, everybody should be able to hear me. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Oh, do you hear that?
We
Sir
hear
Crag?
it.
That's
Well, that's-
Sir Crag and Lady Lyra.
Great, so you're Mortimer.
Hello.
Excellent, and there's supposed to be 4 of you.
Well, there's 5 of us.
5.
Yes.
It's odd.
Why?
Either way, there's still not 5 of you. Neither 5 nor 4.
We're not very good at math.
I am. Where are the rest of you?
Oh,
There's 5.
Who's down here?
so I start
you
pulling
three.
on the rope again.
Well, Craig, I believe,
Markus-
has the rope. Or
Markus
did,
is
did you leave it up?
I left it up.
Was anybody holding on to the rope?
Oh no.
Okay, so
Oh,
you
perfect.
tug on the rope, and then you guys at the
it
top
just-
see the rope disappear down into the hole.
The rope
and,
just goes
and
down.
Quigley, you see it coil down at the bottom of the ladder.
I just,
Well, that was
I
not
just
the
look at
best.
Alex and I go,
I should have tied that off.
No, let's go down.
they've guaranteed to have touched something they weren't supposed to touch, which could be funny.
Well, let's go see if it's funny.
Jim, is there anything else in this room?
You guys have all done a pretty thorough searching of the place. You guys had found the scrolls, you had found the documents.
Do I know if the magic... Do I know that if he could maybe cast open close from a distance?
Who is he?
Mortifor. I know this is his chest.
Yeah.
What I'm worried about is that this chest lid is going to close after we go into it.
I see. Make a knowledge arcane check.
Okay. Knowledge Arcana. Coming at you. 8 plus 11 is 19.
Okay. You would guess, because earlier you had mentioned that this might be a portal. If it is indeed a portal, then he does not have line of effect for the lid if he's down below. If he's actually in another place, then he wouldn't have line of effect to cause the chest to open and close, unless this chest magic is specifically keyed. Like if this was an item that was keyed to him, but if he was just using the magic like you would, no, he wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, crap. I forgot which spells I memorized. All right, well, I'll go down.
Okay.
Scott thinks you're a wimp if
Yeah.
you go
Yeah, he
down.
says
No,
to be brave.
he
Big
says
wuss.
to be
Says
brave,
to be
which he
brave.
knows I
Yeah,
am.
be brave,
I'm also
Marcus.
very
Be brave.
intelligent.
So then
Not
why don't you go
brave.
first, brave wizard?
Because...
Why did I go down first? This is so dumb.
Who am I talking to?
Me.
Who are you? No, you go. I'm going to try to figure out if I can make sure this thing stays open.
Why don't you
Fine.
guys take the
I
door
roll-
off the chest?
What?
You're not up here.
Yeah, I
you
know I'm
can't
not.
actually speak to them.
So I roll
I
my
know,
eyes at
I'm-
Marcus and I start climbing down.
Okay,
This is a very bad choice.
Marcus, you are left alone in the room above. Everybody has descended.
Be brave, Lord Marcus.
You really?
Come on!
He can't hear you.
I
I have
I'm
a
not
coin in my
down
pocket,
yet.
correct?
I imagine, yeah, you have lots of coins.
I'm looking between heads and tails.
God.
Good.
I go, everything I ever wanted or danger. Which would I pick?
Bravest.
Wish I had a spell.
They're bound to die. I have to see it. Put the coin back in, and I go down.
All right,
Wow.
you descend the ladders. Soon,
Wow.
all 5 of
See
you
that
are
going that
standing
way.
in this stone chamber. Quigley is the first thing you see when you get down there, Marcus, is that Quigley is holding a stone or a crystal orb in his hand.
I take out my spell book and put a notch in it.
Yep. And you're fairly certain that this is probably the stupidest thing you've seen him do all day. And you watched him climb down into the darkness. But you are all standing there, the 5 of you.
How
5.
could it be stupid?
There are 5 of us. Can you explain why you kept saying 4?
Well, there are 4 disciples, as I'm certain you somehow determined. Tell me,
Yeah, we know
let's
that.
before I get into what
5
I
of us.
know, why don't we get into what you know?
Well,
Who are you? What have you done so far? What have you caused?
Oh, what have we not
Do you have
done?
any of the aspects of woe? Do you know who woe is? I imagine. Did you read
Is
anything?
Woe
Have you-
a smoke monster with red eyes? Because we
Ah,
released him.
Spirit. You have
Oh.
released the spirit of woe. Then
Yeah, we've met him.
Yeah, not good.
that is the first aspect described in the prophecy.
I know that I am justice. I know that is who I am.
Well,
Also,
do you know that there's also a great possibility that you're ignorance?
Well,
And given what you've told me so far, I think that might be leaning towards the truth.
Yes, but I strive always for good, Mortifor.
Yes, but you must be wary of your own intentions that they don't lead to further darkness.
No, but don't tell me how to live my life. And we know,
Heated, I think I see
I
Quigley
transcribe
I'm Rage.
your, yes, oh yes, he's rich,
Yes.
of course, and then, also, that would make, well, he's strength and cunning and intelligence
So
over
I'm
there,
not
but
mentioned. Question is why?
What was that?
I'm not mentioned in the prophecy, what we found. There's 4 disciples. I'm not mentioned.
Is quite interesting.
It is quite interesting.
I'm not entirely certain why.
We're not disciples of anything.
That there was this huge armor that tried to kill me
Armor
because
that
there
tried
were
to kill
4.
you.
Someone said that. Who ran away?
What
was his
happened?
name?
Describe to me what's happened.
that happened?
What have you done?
so we let
How
loose,
did you come into this?
we let loose, well, Madnik Modell, do you know him?
I am not familiar with him.
All right, he sent us on a quest to find these magical artifacts, and so we were walking out into the marshes. Suddenly, the place that he sent us had all of Sir Crag's
Temple.
oh yes, it was
Oh,
a
a
temple.
temple, yeah.
They had all these markings that looked like his hammer. So we
Ah,
just
the hammer, yes,
bashed
I'm aware
some
of it.
doors in. What about the hammer?
The hammer, it's mentioned many times in the prophecy text.
Oh.
The hammer.
Yes. So we bashed a whole bunch of doors down, killed a bunch of things, and then there was this wooden
Almost
statue.
died.
And I pull out the statue and I go, and we found this, and then a dark a dark, malevolent force.
Yes, the spirit of woe.
Yes, it zoomed out. I think it was laughing at us on the way out.
It might have.
And it floated around and it burned down the house, but we managed to save the children.
Yeah, we'll just
And the
jump over that one
horse.
real quick.
And the horse.
And the horse.
I saved the horse.
And then we got back to town and we tried to figure out this and that. And Father Langdon said, "Oh, hey, he is the one that sent the mercenaries on us so that we would start this whole shindig going on."
Father Langdon, what
We
is
went
that?
to-
Is that the dead fellows, the church Percival?
Percy.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Interesting.
the Church of Percy. Yes,
Stop talking a moment. I want to hear from the fifth. Who are you?
My
Yeah.
name's Lyra. I'm not really sure why I'm not mentioned, but we've been a group for a while, so
Who do you serve?
I serve Serene.
Serene and Percival. Interesting.
Why is that interesting?
The new gods seem to be taking an interest in the affairs of the dead gods. Not common.
Maybe we should just assume that she's
definitive either.
unimportant.
Oh no, I'm
That's
important.
probably the best
That
way to
is
look
not
at it.
kind.
Well, maybe truthful, though. The truth can hurt sometimes.
I'm sorry, you said dead gods.
Okay, remind me not to heal you.
Yes,
next time.
woe is no longer worshipped. In fact, you understand. How much of the
understand.
prophecy do you know? That is important.
Oh, let's
yeah.
go with 0.
0. Okay, well, excellent. Yes, the 4 disciples are intended to bring the 4 aspects of woe together, or to destroy them. Not so wish. And that will either usher in the return of woe, or you're meant to destroy woe. It's very unclear which of those things is going to happen, and this will either be a good thing or a bad thing. It's really not.
There's a lot of vagueness that you're
Here's the
throwing
thing,
our
I'm like
way.
a
Yeah,
sneak
it's
attack,
actually really
because
frustrating.
they don't see me coming.
Not to know which you're going to do. In fact, I have no idea whether to help you or whether to smite you from existence.
That's not very kind either.
Well, you have to
But
understand
you said
what's
you
at
were
stake here.
good. We set it on free.
Indeed, and if you are meant to destroy the world, then would not the best course of action be to, say, trap you down here forever and...
To be
never
clear,
allow you to-
I'm
are
not really
good,
with
too.
them. It's
That does
really
not
a
help our
loose-
case.
I don't really know these people so well. We just met.
I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. I don't know what to make of you. That is why I ask you what you know, what you've done. I tried to get an assessment of your character.
Well, what have you done?
We work as a team.
Me?
Yeah.
I have done very little except research and prepare.
Why are you hiding down there?
What?
Why are you hiding
He's
down
not
there?
here.
To be fair,
not
where
here.
are
Because
Voice
I am
coming
not
from
there.
The stupid ball. That,
I thought
that
you
the
were in the
dummy
ball.
Picked up.
Oh, no, absolutely not. That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, I'm learning a lot.
So, say we were wanting to destroy woe and end this whole chaos that has been set about. How would we go about doing that?
Well, the first thing you would have to do is collect the 4 aspects of woe.
Oh,
There are 4 of them. You've released the spirit. The spirit
yes.
will go to the predetermined place.
Oh.
The place of rebirth. The place where the other artifacts must be brought. You must keep the statue. It is good that you have it. You should keep that.
See,
I am in
Markus, it
possession
was a
of the
smart
second
decision.
aspect of woe, and that is the codex from the high priests who formed the prophecy and sacrificed their spirits to seal it. The third aspect of woe is hidden below the city, and that is the blade of woe,
How do you know that?
because I have studied the prophecy in quite a bit of depth for many years before you came here.
What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to destroy it or bring them together?
Well, that is... You're going to have to bring them together, but whether you're supposed to destroy them, I haven't been able to determine yet.
But we need to
Would
bring
you
them
like a
together
throat
first.
lozenge?
No. It's an old injury, and there's not much that can be done about it now.
Oh, all right.
That was very
The
kind.
4th aspect is the animus of woe. I don't know where that is. I don't know
what?
how you'll find it.
Just an animus.
Wait a second. Could you
No big
repeat
deal.
that down so I could write it down?
You have released the first aspect of woe, which is the spirit.
Right.
Is it one thing?
The second aspect of woe is the codex, which is in my possession. The third aspect of woe is the blade, which you will find below the city. And the 4th aspect of woe is the animus, which is lost to me.
So wait, hold on. Just to clarify, we have to destroy the spirit, or what? The spirit?
Well, by
Because
one
Quigley will do
interpretation,
anything.
the spirit is angry and malevolent because it is fractured. And when you bring it together, it will regain its benevolent aspects and reign peacefully over the lands. Or you will combine the aspects of woe and bring forth the destroyer, which will reign in darkness over the lands.
But we
I'm
don't
not
know
quite
which
sure
one.
which.
So we don't know which one we're gonna get.
I haven't been unable to determine.
So where's the spirit at?
There is a place that all of the 4 aspects come together, but I don't know it. The texts are very unclear at this point.
So if you have the codex, why don't you just give it to us?
Because I don't know you.
Oh,
Because I'm not certain whether you intend to bring
Oh,
about
well,
darkness,
he's Squire Quigley.
or whether you
Squire
intend,
Quigley.
or whether you intend to bring about salvation. And
Right.
furthermore, I'm not certain that any of it matters.
So is
You
there
see,
some...
if I can stop the prophecy by holding on to the codex and stopping you, then I see no reason to continue. Indeed, what are the benefits? At this point, the spirit is released, and it will cause some amount of havoc, but is that so bad if the
Yes, it
end result of the
is,
prophecy
Mortifor.
is a
It's
great
destruction.
destroyer?
I start heading back towards the ladder.
I don't know,
And
he's got a point.
begin going up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a point, because I don't want to bring a destroyer in, and I'm not even in this prophecy.
First of all,
So are we supposed to do it?
there is a thing about prophecies. They must always come true, one way or another.
Well, that is indeed what this place is for, to determine whether you can be stopped.
Second of all, if you care about people in any sort of fashion, you will entrust us to destroy woe in all of its being.
I entrust
This
you to do
spirit
nothing.
is floating around, setting houses on fire. Children were almost murdered in front of our eyes because of this spirit.
Yeah, that was bad.
So I'm about halfway up the ladder,
Yeah.
and I just yell down. So nothing red flag popping up about how this place is going to stop us. Nobody caught wind of those words coming out of the crystal. Great. Okay. I just keep going up.
Okay. Let me ask you this: do you intend to proceed, knowing that I will work against you if you
No.
attempt to?
Wait,
Do you intend to proceed regardless of my actions?
Mortifor, I have read Sir Gerald's Guide to Heroic Endeavors multiple times, and it always says, whenever there is evil, one must stride boldly forth.
Fine. You wish to march forward. I have no doubt you consider yourselves quite capable warriors. I am unconvinced.
can we...
What if we
how
prove
can we prove it?
ourselves?
Yeah.
What if we
If
prove
you
ourselves?
intend,
No.
if you are those foretold,
You're not there.
then
Well,
prove it.
I'm up top of the ladder
Then
looking
what?
at you guys.
As
I
you're,
equip- I
you're,
equip-
you're
I
just
equip
trying to
everything.
get further up the ladder, and you hear the words "prove it," and the air around you begins to crackle with arcane energy, and the hairs on the backs of your neck stand on end. Suddenly, there is a burst of light that fills the room and
I
then
slide
dies
down the
away.
ladder.
You saw? Okay, you get on the ladder.
I've got my shield and my sword at the
At
ready.
first, you see nothing, but then to your horror, the stone floor begins to bubble and rise like liquid.
Oh, great.
The figure that emerges from the floor is built like a large, broad man composed entirely of stone. It lets out an earthy groan and raises 2 rocky fists in a challenge. What's more is that nearby, a mass of swirling air coalesces into a ghostly figure. 2 glowing eyes peering out like a malevolent mass of howling wind. Roll initiative.
Brad,
To
this
be
is what
clear,
you're
there's
there for.
a windy one and a stone one.
Stony one and a windy one.
Oh, good.
13 plus 6, 19.
19.
14
Nat
plus
20.
my 4 is 18.
That's when I roll
18?
it.
Nat 20.
Yeah, that's when I roll it. 18.
6 plus my 6, 12.
12.
22.
22.
I was ready.
Crag.
I rolled an 18 plus 3, 21.
20. Oh, wow. Sorry, Alex, you were at what?
18.
18.
We should have
Okay.
left him in the box.
Should have left him in the box?
Should have
Okay,
left him in the
Marcus.
box.
Okay, hold on. I want to use my heart pin
You
necklace.
can on your turn, but first let's get Marcus's top of the round.
Okay, well, first,
Alright.
I have to remind everyone in chat, okay, that we're giving away stuff tonight. So make sure if you're enjoying this, or even if you're not enjoying it, because you can win prizes, all you have to do is literally hit the share button on the Facebook video, share it on Facebook, and use the hashtag dragons and stuff. That's all you have to do. You're automatically entered to win. When you do so, Ed Hurtley is joining us because of Reddit. His game night is delayed. So welcome, Ed. Hopefully you're having fun. Hopefully you're about to see these people die and me survive. Yeah, so there you go. Now I'm going to do stuff. And the stuff that I'm going to do is
Spanish.
It's too late for him.
You are, because you slid that, you were in the middle of the room sliding down ladder, you are closest to the...
I vanish.
Okay, you
See,
vanish.
I knew it.
Excellent.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Go to.
Next
Jesus.
is Crag.
I have a question about perception, though.
Yes.
It is Craig's turn, that's fine. But perception-wise, am I able to tell if they were tracking me prior to me vanishing, and if they're still tracking me? now
Make
that
a
I'm
perception
vanished?
check for me, just to...
Okay. 15 plus 2 means 17.
No, they seem to be focused mostly on the larger group of individuals.
Oh, good.
in the
That's
room.
what I wanted.
So yeah, they're not focused on you.
That's the best
Crag,
thing.
you see about
Stone
10
man.
feet away, there's this rocky, it looks like a living mass of rock with two fists. And then a similar, further back towards where you saw Markus drop, maybe about 15 feet away, is a ghostly howling wind form. What do you do?
Oh my god. What Crag always does.
Oh, tell us, what is it?
A mighty roar.
A mighty roar,
I go into a crazy berserker rage,
berserker rage.
and I am gonna crush. I can't crush a life out of stone, but I'm gonna crush it into rubble.
Sure. Absolutely. Okay, rush forward and make your attack.
Oh god. And I'm gonna.
It's okay. This is what you live for.
That's what I live for.
Yeah.
But I should have left him in the box.
Well, then we should have listened to Markus.
Oh!
So
You're invisible. Can
What did
still
you
hear?
roll?
I rolled a 14
Oh, I thought Bart.
plus 10,
14 plus 10,
24.
that's gonna hit.
Good.
That is mini. Now roll your mini dice.
So a 6 and a 4, that's 10 plus my 8 for damage, that's 18.
All right, 18 points of damage. You
Nice.
crush this thing, and you see stone just crush and cracking and crumbling away. A shower of dust and shards of stone goes flying from the blow. That takes us to Alex.
Is there any darkness around me that I can like sneak into?
Now everything's pretty open. It'd be very difficult for you to hide at this point.
All right, I'm going after the stone figure as well.
Okay, are you gonna try to maneuver into a flanking position, or
Yes.
okay,
I rolled a 7.
a 7? Okay.
Plus my 7's 14.
Okay, so you actually you manage to maneuver yourself around and you jam your knife into this stone, but it's like smacking your knife.
It's like hitting stone.
You hear
That's
some
sparky.
yeah. Nothing really seems. It does not at all seem to notice that you've done anything.
Can I mention again how much Crag loves magic?
Oh,
Quigley.
I turn
wait,
to face
Quigley.
the ensuing darkness coming towards me.
Okay.
I charge towards it and I strike.
Which of the two ensuing darknesses?
The floating darkness of the dark-eyed persuasion. This,
Okay, so you charge at the
smoky-
ghostly form
Yes.
and slash through it. What do you do?
Yes. 7 plus my 6 gives me a 13.
Okay, 13. You swing your blade and the mist parts, and your blade hits nothing. Like it's like whistling through the air.
Wonderful.
It's okay, it's okay.
By the way, I wanted to bring up to any of the new viewers that might be watching. Normally we have cameras on our dice boxes, but
Oh
those,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, we don't have the base cams.
those cameras unfortunately are not working. We had some difficulties this week, but they will be back hopefully for next episode, so you'll be able to see the dice cams next episode. But you see those.
Which is
strong
nice
pictures.
because then these dirty cheaters can't lie.
Dirty
about their
cheaters.
roles.
I don't cheat.
We have no screens
Do
here.
not
Wow.
call Squire Quigley a cheater,
But
sir.
the reason I brought that up is because Megan W says she loves the visuals of the characters, and we have
Thank
even
you.
more. We have even more cool stuff coming. So keep watching, and the dice cams are normally one of those things.
And sharing, hashtag and sharing.
And liking and sharing
Yes.
and doing
Yes.
stuff.
To get the
All
stuff.
the
Yeah.
things.
All right.
Quigley, you just did nothing. Lyra,
That's
it is your turn.
I would like to use my heart pin necklace because I see what's
Okay,
happening.
you grab the heart pin necklace that you were just given by Earl Cabot in order for saving his family, and you concentrate just like he told you to. And all of you begin to hear a melody playing, as if played by a skillful harpist.
Oh.
And you feel bolstered and
Lovely.
emboldened by the sound of the music. And everybody from here out is going to add 1 to their attack and damage rolls.
Do I have to like the music?
Welcome.
Thank
Oh, I
you.
mean, if you
I'm
want,
here
yeah,
for
I mean, I
all.
guess. If you
I
wanna-
actively dislike the music, but I accept the benefits of the music.
Yeah.
You're
See, everybody else is
welcome.
inspired by
I could
it.
jump into
You're
that
so
song.
annoyed by it that you want the battle to end faster, so you try harder. You try to end the battle
I
faster.
have to end this battle so the music stops.
And that takes it to my turn.
Oh no.
crag. The stone, just both fists raising up, crashing down on you in a shower of dust and stone shards. You are struck solidly by both fists.
Awesome.
It is a pummeling. You take a total of 14 points of damage. Quigley, same thing. This thing hauls up. It's basically like a fist of coalesced air, and it just tries to bash your face.
But I have my shield.
And it hits you.
Oh, no!
It hits you like right in the face. Your head goes rocking back.
Bring it on!
You take 10 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
It's only a flesh
And
wound.
make a fortitude save.
Ow, fortitude save. Don't you worry about that. 11 plus my 4 gives me a 15.
Okay, so you are struck in the face and you're almost dazed by the force of the strike, but you shake it off and you ready yourself for your next attack.
Yes.
Markus, you just saw Quigley get rocked in the face. You are still invisible for another 2 rounds. What do you do?
Are these things close to me?
The one that Quigley's
Smoke
fighting,
one.
yeah, it's pretty close to you. Slightly further there. The room is not that big to begin with, so you're pretty close to everything. Yeah.
How do I be not close to me?
You can move. You've got about 15 feet behind you of clearance before you hit a wall.
Can I move that far and attack?
Yeah, you can move 30 feet and attack.
Alright, so I'm gonna move back towards the wall,
Okay.
and then I will do Crag's favorite thing,
Yeah.
and I will launch acid arrow at the one Crag is fighting.
Okay. You are firing into melee. But,
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
But I just want
okay.
you to know. It's
this
okay.
is status quo.
Yeah,
This is standard operating
Yeah,
procedure.
of course.
This is the only reason I cast the spell.
Yeah, of course.
So here goes. I'm sure it will go how it will goes all the time.
Okay, it's gonna be great.
I know.
Ranged attack +1, right?
Yep, that's true.
4 plus 9. I rolled a 9 plus 4 is 13.
13? 13, because you're going against touch AC, that is enough. You hit. Everybody, okay, just so the chat is aware, just so you viewers at home, the number of times that Markus has cast Acid Arrow versus the number of times Markus has hit with Acid Arrow is vastly disparate. So this is a momentous occasion that
might
he has actually
be-
hit with this. This is the
is
second
like
time.
second time, yeah.
time ever.
Second
In the-
time he's ever
We've
hit
gone
anything.
6 sessions.
And I always cast that Crag in melee.
He hit
I
me.
yelled to him. A-team!
Hey team! The acid splatters against the stone and begins to sizzle. How much damage does it do?
Well, I know it does a D4, but I'm trying to remember. Oh, it does 2D4.
Yeah, 2d4. 2d4 this round and 2d4 next round.
+1 on that.
Actually, no, not for the magic. Only for physical. But you get it to on your attack, yeah, but not for the damage on it.
7 damage this time.
7 points of damage. All right, the stone begins to sizzle and bubble. Very nice.
Feels no pain though.
It's stone, man. It's a rock. It doesn't have any vulnerable
magic.
spots.
Rock, it doesn't have any vulnerable spots.
The rock.
No, it's not, Dwayne.
I yelled at Crag. Look around
Crag,
you.
it's your turn.
Ah, power attack!
So, what was that one? Did you?
Rolled a 5,
Yeah?
so plus my 10,
Yeah.
plus 1.
That's
16.
not bad.
That's
16 is not quite enough.
No, it's not.
You take a swing, and again, you actually,
I got too
you're able to
excited.
hit it, but it just crushes against the stone.
I got too
Doesn't seem
excited.
to deal any damage to it. That takes us to Alex
Going
next.
for it again. Rolled a 14 plus my 7 plus my 1, so that's 8 plus 14, 22.
22 is enough. Go ahead and roll that. Remember to add an extra 1 to your damage
Alex
as well.
is stabbing that stone with her little bitty dagger.
Right in the
3
rock
plus
eye.
my 1 gives me 4,
4 points of damage. All right.
which is very little, but it's damage.
Oh, it is.
Well,
Something.
what did you roll on the die?
3.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, but you normally add 3.
Right.
So now
So
you're going to
6
add a
plus
total.
1 is 7.
7
3.
damage, yeah.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Oh, 7?
7 damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
wonder,
yes,
'cause
you're
you're-
right.
your
I
strength.
apologize. Yes, 3 plus
So
3
this time
plus
you
my
find
1.
a little, you
Yes.
find one of the places where the stone was still cracked from when Crag's first smash came in, and you just jam your blade into it and rip a section of the stone away.
Like a skipping stone or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Go
you get like
take
a
it
big
later and-
slate, yeah,
Yeah.
stone off of it.
Does it
That-
crash
Alright.
when it falls to
Oh,
the
it's
ground?
still alive.
No,
Still alive.
I mean that
anything.
piece. Does
Oh,
Is it
No, it's still
crumbling?
just stone on the ground.
Oh, it's just one big
Do you
block.
want a piece of it for later?
That will take us to you, Quigley.
All right, time.
Go quickly, go. Go quickly,
Attacking.
go.
All right, attack it.
13 plus 6 gives me 19, plus
Nice.
my 1 gives me 20.
I think 20's gonna do it, friend.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's a chain
Watch
of math
Quigley
right there.
kills this thing.
7 plus 3 gives me 10 points of damage, plus my 1 gives me 11 points of
All
damage.
right, this time when you slash through its airy form, you actually feel a bit of resistance as your blade passes through the smoking mist, and you can actually see the thing recoil in pain. You can tell that you've hit it. Lyra, you are still
I get
concentrating.
18!
You know from the explanation that Markus gave you that as long as you continue to concentrate, the effect will last, but you could take another action if you wanted to. It would just break the effect.
No, I'm gonna keep with it.
All right, you keep with it. The song continues, and the creatures retaliate again. Crag, this time the creature turns away from you and bears down on Alex after she rips a chunk out of its side.
All right, let's see.
2 solid strikes, Alex.
Okay.
You're gonna take a total of 15 points of damage as the thing just gives you a 1-2 slam.
Oh, wow.
And then the misty creature that you're fighting
Bring it
again is gonna
on!
take one slam at you. What's your total AC?
My total AC is 17.
Just enough to it barely clips you, and you take 4 points of damage.
Ooh.
And that is all they have for the round. So that takes us to the top of
Oh, is that
round
it?
3. That was it.
That was it?
Yeah. Top of round 3. That takes us to Markus.
So do I roll damage again, or is that 7?
This time you're gonna roll your damage again, and then
Okay.
take whatever action you want to take.
Another 7 points
All right.
of damage.
The acid bores deeper into this thing's massive stony body, and you can see that cracks are starting to form along its rigid exterior, and it starts to crumble and shrink down on itself. And soon, Crag and Alex, you're just standing in front of a pile of inert stone.
You did it! I was so ready to.
You got a kill.
Wow.
Hey, team! I got one. Hold on, I have to
And
put
now
this
you still
into
get an
my-
action.
Oh, and I get an action?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Zip zap!
Zip zapping?
I'm zip zapping
All right.
the wind guy.
Okay.
The wind thing. By the way, do I know what these things are?
Make a knowledge. You have knowledge planes?
Yup.
Make them. Make a check.
Okay, cool. 14 on my knowledge planes.
You know that these are very likely elementals from their respective planes. Like earth elementals come from the elemental plane of earth. Air elementals come from the elemental plane of air. But you don't know much more beyond that. That like these are elementals, but you don't really know much.
So
more
I don't
about
know
this
like what
particular-
could hurt the air elemental.
This one, yeah. There's nothing that's coming to you that strikes you as particularly
Well, I said zip zap, so that's what I'm doing.
effective. Sure. Yeah.
But,
Yes.
there we go. Zip zap!
Watch Markus kills all of these guys.
Yeah, you brought the wizard to the wizard's house. Duh. You're
Yeah,
seeing
I'm sorry.
the full fury of the elements and powers of the universe at work. 11 on the die. Plus 4 is
And
15.
then we're all excited.
Plus 4 is 15.
Yes.
Plus 1.
15.
Plus 1.
+1.
No,
Doesn't
15 was the roll, but isn't it touch for zip zap? Or
Yeah.
not? Yeah. Okay. But that
This
probably has a
creature
higher
seems to be
touch.
much more nimble than its
Yeah.
stony counterpart. And when you zap it, it seems to almost instinctively just dodge aside, and your bolt of lightning goes flying past it. And that will take us to Crag.
I was doing things.
You did great. You did great. I'm not.
Yeah, you better concentrate.
Meditate.
Kill it.
I'm so sad you didn't kill that.
I'm not
okay.
sad. I'm
It's okay.
so
Get the other
annoyed
one.
because
Get the other one.
this is wind or some sort of thing. I'm just gonna swing into nothingness. So I'm still raging and
It's okay.
attacking it. 13 plus 10, 23.
23 is enough.
Do I do anything? Do I do anything to this stupid thing? 5 and a 2, 5, 6, 7 plus 8. 15 plus 1. 16.
Okay.
Be gone.
Yeah, you crash your hammer through it, and there is a resistance. It's not like hitting a solid enemy, but there is resistance, and you see it recoil, and it's obviously pained by your actions. But it doesn't go down yet. that will take us to Alex.
Going after it.
All right, Alex goes in, seeing. You can tell this thing is hurting from all the punishment it's taken.
8 plus my 7 plus my 1.
16.
16?
16 is not enough. Yeah, you try to slash at it. It seems to be much more defensive now that it's being surrounded by enemies, and it dodges your attack.
Okay.
Quigley.
Look at
Quigley.
it and I say, it's time to finish you!
Quigley, I need a pita because I'm Katniss. I'm the MVP. Gregory said so I need a pita.
I rolled 5 plus my 6, but my 1 only gives me a 12. I say, I'm sorry, Lord Marcus, no 18!
You got my pita!
Yeah, Quigley, you try to slash at it, but again, it's like you just slashing through empty air as its body actually separates and parts around your blade, and then reforms as your strike
Sir
misses.
Crag is going to get this kill.
Lyra, are you still concentrating on the spell, on the
no,
pendant?
can I? If I heal them, do I also heal the creature?
Yes.
Yes,
You do that
you would
group.
heal the creature.
Yes, I'm gonna concentrate.
All right, you concentrate. The song continues.
So hard.
The creature makes its last desperate attack. It begins to spin and spin and spin into a howling mass, a rage of wind. Everybody roll a reflex save.
No. The harp does not help reflex save, correct?
No, not for a reflex save.
8 plus 3 is 11.
That's unfortunate.
I did 14 plus my 7 gives me 21.
Okay. You're going to need to also make a concentration check to maintain your
You want my
concentration on
reflex
the spell.
first?
What's that?
My reflex save
What was your reflex save total?
was 19 plus 5. 24.
Okay, so that your reflex save is good.
Okay,
Now
and
make a
then-
concentration check to maintain the spell.
3.
Okay, as the wind howls and whips and things are like bits of dust and stone from the
tornado, a mini
mass
tornado.
creature begin to whip around you. You lose your concentration and focus on the amulet, and the sound of the music goes dead.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
What number, if we were below, do bad things happen to us? Is it more than 8 that I had to roll?
It's more than 8.
Oh,
Yes.
cool.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That is because I rolled a
So-
3 plus a 4. That's a 7.
I'm alive.
I'm alive.
Okay. If your total
That's good.
was higher or below 14, you take 3 points of damage from the whipping stone.
No.
I'm good, thank God.
If your total was higher
Yes.
than that, you take half that, which would be and rounded down. So you take 1 point of damage, but I believe you have evasion. So evasion actually makes that you're fine.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah, basically.
Basically, because you succeeded on your roll, you don't even take the half damage. So you just totally
Bottom right.
Okay.
negate it. Yeah, you're good.
bottom right?
You might be over there. Jim may not have put it on your character sheet. but
No,
it's
I don't
okay.
see it. Okay, so
If
nothing
he tells
happens
you you
to
have
me.
it, then
Yeah.
you have it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
But we aren't moved away in any.
No, you
sort-
aren't knocked aside. It's just
It's
the
just
the
debris.
stone around you comes whipping around and it strikes you. But yeah, you're otherwise okay. And that takes us to the top of the probably final round, unless you guys are just the worst. This could happen.
Which
If this,
we could
let me put it this
be.
way:
No,
if
no.
the creature survives this round, all 5 of you get to act for it. Then it'll be eternal shame on all of you.
What?
Eternal shame. So let's
Don't
see.
don't you put a turtle shame on us.
I love
a
turtles.
turtle shame.
Eternal shame.
Oh,
I just thought you
turtle.
said a turtle.
Turtle shame.
I
Turtle
thought a
shame.
turtle. I was like, this is a
Also
new
that.
one.
Also
It's
turtle
turtle
shame.
shame.
Also turtle shame.
So you
No, it's definitely turtle shame.
you bring your head back into the shell.
Yeah.
That's a new
Yeah,
one.
hashtag
I didn't
turtle
know
shame.
what that was.
So Marcus, hop it around. What do you do?
It's not gonna happen. We're gonna kill.
All right.
Magic missile. Pew pew.
Goes for the easy. Goes for the easy kill.
2 bolts. Strike it. Do they each get +1?
Yes, each one. It's 1d4
No,
plus 1
she-
for each
she
bolt.
lost.
Oh, we're not singing anymore.
No, he's talking about for the spell. The spell
sorry.
itself
But that
is
is
1d4
3
plus
plus
1.
2 is 5.
5 points of damage. 2 bolts of magical energy go whipping through the air, striking into the center of this mass of howling, angry energy, and it lets out an unearthly shriek and then dissipates.
I did it!
18,
Marcus.
Lord Marcus!
18!
All right, great. Everybody huddle. I'm about to heal you.
Actually, Maya, I'm going to have to agree with you. Evasion and improved evasion are some of the greatest abilities in the game. If you can find a way to get evasion, that is going to save your butt against most traps and spells.
Oh, who said that?
Maya.
Maya,
Maya.
yes, she was saying it towards me. Thanks.
So I go and I grab the orb again, And I
Wait,
say,
before you say that, I just look at Markus and go,
I take a bow.
You're gonna clap.
Take a bow.
That's 2 notches in Marcus's box.
Yeah.
I go.
Kill.
That's like the first.
That was good.
That is the first thing
I
he's
say,
ever
not
done.
bad, not bad, Markus.
Okay,
No, please
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
roll for them to get better.
Hold on.
2. What? No.
I say so leave. So go now. So bye time. So now we're leaving. Remember when I was going up the ladder? So I start going up the ladder again, Jim.
It's still closed.
Okay. You begin making your way up the ladder. Were you channeling energy?
I was.
Yeah.
And I channeled a 2.
Okay, so everybody, some of you, the minor scrapes and bruises begin to heal. You feel the pain lessens a little bit. Mortifor's voice calls out as in the wake of the creature's deaths.
Oh, hello, Mortifor.
Well, you're strong and skilled in battle. But what of your will? What are you made of? You can press on or turn back. The choice is yours.
Oh.
And then the back wall of the room fades away,
Oh.
revealing a curving passage onward.
Healing again.
I stride boldly
Of
forward.
course.
Channeling
Deeper.
energy. No,
Okay.
don't go yet. I'm channeling energy.
Are you stopping or?
No, sir, I'm striding
Okay.
boldly
Do me a
forward.
favor. Both of you roll an initiative check for me. I want to see if he gets away before your heal catches him.
7.
18.
Okay, so you actually get you see he's
18
about to
plus
leave,
6.
and
Oh, seven.
and you think
7 plus 6.
about
24.
shouting a warning, but you can tell that you just gotta go for it. He's about to get out of range, so you channel energy.
3.
Okay, everybody, you all receive 3 points of healing.
I'm really
I'm halfway up.
tired of your striding boldly forward.
18. No, we're going up the ladder. We're going up the ladder.
18 is right. He's disappearing around a corner of this winding passage.
Remember that time?
What are you afraid of? You just won.
Do you remember that time when we weren't going to be stupid? Yeah, me either. Because it's just you guys all the time. All the time with you guys.
Well, we gotta look after each other.
Why?
We're friends.
Because we're a
Quigley,
team. 18.
the hallway it keeps on curving and
coworkers.
curving and curving.
I'm so-
18.
It's flat and level,
By the way.
unchanging stone passage, and soon, after maybe about a minute of walking, you've looped around a long time, about a full minute, and you come to a door in the stone wall.
And I'm going
I open the door.
Okay, roll reflex
down
save.
this hallway. Oh my god.
4 plus 3 gives me 7.
Okay, here's what happens. Crag, you said you were going down the hallway? Okay,
yeah.
you're walking and walking, when you hear a crackling energy sound from ahead of you. Quigley, you're like gonna open the door. You see the whole door begin to shudder, and there's a flash, and the smell of char, and a bolt of lightning energy zips and strikes you solidly in the chest.
Zip zap.
Oh,
You take 16 points of damage.
I'm very injured.
And you hear shouting from ahead of you after this explosive arcane sound.
This is not looking cool for the North Squiggles.
Okay.
I look at
Okay.
everyone and I
I'm
go.
cure light wounding him.
I go.
He's pretty
You're
far
in
ahead
a
of you.
different room. You're not
I look at everyone and I go. So do we saunter casually away?
even. I'm already.
No, saunter
Still
casually.
going.
No,
I'm going.
casually the other way.
I'm already.
No,
I'm
They're
following
not
because we
going
heard
the
him
other way,
yell.
Marcus.
I drink my cure light.
While he's on the ground.
Okay, fine.
Okay, yeah, your hand is like shaking, and you have to like steady it, but then you get the potion to your lips.
How much is
It's
it?
1d8 plus 5.
That's not in your
Do you
notes.
remember the scene in
6 plus
Home Alone
5
2?
cures me for 11.
Which
Okay,
scene?
Scene in
so
Home Alone 2
you
when
drink
he
the
electrocutes
potion,
himself?
and then you look at the door, and you can see that now, inscribed on it, is the word password.
Well, that sure was something. What? I don't know. But if you want more, you can check us out live. Head over to www.facebook.com/dragons and stuff. We're there every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can hang out with us, chat with us, and we give stuff away. We give away prizes. I mean, you can't beat it. Come on, watch us.